What's up, everybody? It's CJ, and it takes me to play these games. And welcome to the Forgotten City. If you guys don't know what Forgotten City is, it's an old mod that came back onto Skyrim. If you haven't played the Elder Scrolls series, Skyrim was a RPG where you're the Dragonborn, and the mod was that you came to a town or a city that was trapped in a time loop. It was up to you to save it. But now, years later, the game has finally gotten its own standalone, like its own thing. It's its own video game now. And as you can tell, it's by the Modern Storyteller team. They made a great mod when it first came out on the Elder Screen, and I know it's going to be amazing by itself. Anyways, also, like the team wants us to know, I want to let you guys know that there's all types of different twists in the game and everything. So if you want to play this game for yourself, I am going to have to put a spoiler warning, because if I spoil it for you and you're just getting mad at me, you can't get mad at me because I said spoiler alert. Okay? So if you want to play the game yourselves, you guys can find it either on Game Pass or you can buy it to own in the store. Anyway, let's get to the game. Oh, if you guys did not see, I'm actually posting this video after I got done playing Road 96. Mentioned the game is this is a mystery adventure with multiple endings. It rewards thoughtful conversation and exploration, not brute force. The fate of the city is in your hands. See, I ain't even gonna lie. I like talking more in RPGs. That's why I was increasing my charisma when I'm playing Fallout. Because without good charisma, how am I gonna get these secrets out of you? Oh.
Hey, you're alive.
I am.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind.
Okay, this takes place in modern time.
All I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
Oh, wow. Okay, so you can choose your gender in this one. Obviously male. Oh, yeah. Damn, that's dark. What's my skin tone? I ain't that dark. Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me look at my skin. Because I've been in the Georgia sun for a minute, and I have gotten a nice little tone going on. I want to say that's mine right there, but I feel like this is more me. Is it? Nah, it's this one. Player. What name should I go with? Just gonna keep it simple, CJ. Yeah.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Sorry about that, y'all.
And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river?
Ma'am, I have no idea.
What's the last thing you remember?
Got to put the good old phone on silent so it don't ruin it. I was searching for ruins, archaeologist. Years of studying history give you occasional insights into the ancient world. I was on a correct mission. Soldier, you have a military use firearm, but only 10 bullets. You have these ones uselessly since there's no way to get more. I was on the run from the law. Your time on the run from authorities has made you quick on your feet. 25% faster. Raise attempts increase your pain threshold, making you 50% harder to take down. I think being an archaeologist would make me have more information, yeah.
Oh, you're an archaeologist? Then you'll definitely want to hear this. I don't know if it's exactly what you're looking for, but there are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Alfred.
Oh, you got a man?
He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him, so I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him. If you can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please?
Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, yo. I had to go close the door. Anyway, so you're telling me I'm going through all this trouble to help this lady find her man? Mind if I ask some questions first?
Oh, of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. I just... What do you want to know?
What's your story?
Oh, there's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean?
I sure do. You're not even going to tell me your name?
Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
Hold on, I don't like that. I'd really like to know, especially if I'm going to be helping you.
All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey, it's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
Okay. All those Karens are really ruining that name, huh? Yes.
Yeah, something like that. But right now, I have bigger problems, like finding Al.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, who is Al?
He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not. But
Oh, so
maybe
it's not your
the
man.
two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is.
Okay, hold on. Yeah. Sorry about that, you guys. I had to make sure I got the right sound on the mic. That way I don't sound too loud. Where are we?
You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber.
What can you tell me about the ruins?
Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts. Al...
Have you tried calling for help?
What am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me.
Well, I'm sorry. Damn. Okay, I'm just asking a question. That's all the questions I had.
Great. So you're ready to go look for Al?
All right. I'm going in for the priceless artifacts. About keeping an eye out for them. All right, I'm in.
Thank you. The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Please, hurry. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
Oh, flashlight. A heavy-duty battery-powered flashlight. Oh, this is going to die easily. Quid pro quo. New main goal. Okay, left stick to move. Raise my flashlight, right stick. Okay. Brother on a mission. I thought I saw something. This game looks pretty damn good, though. Okay, I'm liking the vibe going on. Ooh, that water kind of weird, though. Not gonna lie. But for a small indie team to make a game like this looks amazing. Imagine if they had more people. Oh, this game would look even better. Now I'm saying that the game looks bad. Don't get me wrong. It's amazing. Yeah.
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground.
Okay.
Its existence is long forgotten. All knowledge of it lost, except
Ooh.
in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place." Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation, or a warning.
See, the cold part
Our
is. I didn't even get judged yet. I didn't even touch anything. I immediately was about to get sent down there. Oh no, you're not gonna get me with that one, buddy. You want to check this real quick. An ancient Roman statue of an unknown man in an inscrutable pose. One hand seems to welcome, the other warns. A Latin plaque which reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth to be judged." Oh wait, okay, so you read that to me. Alright, fuck it, let's go. I guess I'm going down. Let me go. Woo! To the water. Oh.
Hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten. All knowledge of it lost. Except in the Latin inscription here. It reads,
We already know what
"You
you're gonna
who
say,
wish
Al.
to
We
enter
don't
the city,
care.
Step forth and be judged.
Hold on, I gotta wait
The
for Al to get done
virtuous
talking.
shall be rewarded with
I'm
eternal
gonna skip
life
ahead when
in
he stops
paradise.
talking.
The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place. Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out. If I'm not
You can
back
hear
in
the
an hour,
heads moving.
I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation or a warning. Alworth.
If you look at the statues, it looks like they're running from something or they're terrified. Yeah, look at that. And their heads are moving. Are they alive still? Yeah, their heads are moving to look at me. A young Roman woman in a post lamentation. Yeah. They were all running from something. Yeah, look at them. A Roman gladiator mid-stride. What could have made a gladiator flee? Oh, just walk into it. Right. What does that mean? Hello. A young woman looks like she was begging for a lot. Yeah, so it's not like a. It's not like it's like a natural event. Someone is actually turning them into something, or is it a monster? Would you look at this? This is more like a horror game. Oh, my fault, bro. Roman military commander attempting to scramble away from something. Or was it some type of event? Am I tripping? Al? Al, are you in here? Karen sent me in here to find you. Look like she got a crush on you. Wait a minute, she's looking up at something? So it came from the sky. Or is it from that little area over there? I don't know, I'm trying to look for clues. This is a mystery game. Work with me. Holy crap, is that Al? Oh, damn.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, she'll suffer the same fate I did. I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. And here there are only two options. Death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now. And find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
Go and search for an old man wearing modern clothes. This must be Al, but how is that possible? So you're telling me if you die, you turn into a golden statue? But then that doesn't make sense for anyone in fear. So how did he turn into gold? Did he just give up? I thought she moved her head and just whispered to me. So far, what I'm thinking is, this is my theory, that there was a curse going on. Someone touched something they weren't supposed to. Or this is the wrath of a god. Here we go. We're going to the past, Marty. What do you mean, Doc? Wait, what? A Roman relic depicting a great circular portal and two women. I wonder who they could be. Ooh, see? See? Clue. Two women. It has to do with those two. Are they gods or are they women or priestesses? Oh look, we're not on the ground anymore. What's up, boss man?
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
Proserpina, okay. I'm CJ, I'm just coming from the future.
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, you know, not right in the head? That's alright, friend. Everyone's welcome here.
Seriously, what's today's date?
We sort of lose track of the date down here, but it feels like the beginning of spring to me, so I'd say early March?
What year?
It's 817 AUC. Sorry, you look confused. 817 years since the founding of Rome. Which part of the Empire are you from, exactly?
So it's 65 CE.
CE? No idea what you're talking about. But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
Your laws?
Not laws, law.
Oh.
There's just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's, well, it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming?
Alright, lead the way.
Follow me. When I first arrived, I couldn't
nothing,
believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now. Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your handsome new friend, Galerius?
Well, damn, okay.
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking him to see the magistrate.
Come on now.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
It's just a golden woman here.
Politics. I'd stay clear of it and her, if I were you. She's... it's not my place to say. Down on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat. Huh. That one usually gets a chuckle.
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Ah, don't mind Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since... Well, you know, I don't know what happened to her. Up here on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the Forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo. Most of us have almost nothing, just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to make and scrounge up since. And this central plateau is where the magistrate and the other patricians live, so don't expect a warm welcome.
Galerius, you're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the villas.
Take it easy, Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The farm. Go. Now.
You'd better go with him. But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
What was that? What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy. Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please.
Hold on, I just realized the damn thing was going on. What's this about? No. We're trying to find as much information as possible before we get hit with something. Alright, lead the way.
Follow me.
But from what I've seen so far...
Stand right now is the golden rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and and whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9.
Oh, another
Doesn't
one
matter whether
fresh
you've
out
done
of the
anything wrong.
baths, I take it.
One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective. We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden Rule is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. He's up these stairs.
So I'm guessing this golden
Ugh,
rule.
this place has become a thoroughfare.
So sexy. Anyway, from what I've seen so far, it looks like everyone that's broken this golden rule might have been turned to those gold statues. And look, every statue's been in a state of fear or they're running away from something. I'm guessing the magistrate has turned everyone to gold. Look, she's completely in fear. And they said there's only 23 people here. He's turned everyone else into gold statues.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
Yeah, I'm CJ.
A curious name to match a curious accent. But I digress. I see you have the piercing and astute eyes of a man of great learning. We're always happy to welcome another scholar to our little community. Equitia will be delighted to meet you, I'm sure.
Who is that?
Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains, many hundreds of years ago.
Bro, I really gotta get a new chair. My butt is just like, man, telling me like, bro, we gotta get a comfortable chair. It's beautiful.
Indeed. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living
22.
and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
Can you tell me, how the hell, why are there gold statues everywhere? Can we answer that question first? Because that's what I really want to get into. Can't say I have.
Nor could I until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die.
Oh, wow.
You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods.
And turn them into
and
gold statues.
provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
What counts as a sin here?
An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. What is legal isn't always moral, and many of your laws and customs are considered barbaric where I come from.
Barbaric? Barbaric? What are you talking about? The Empire is the most civilizing force in the known world. Rome is a beacon of light in the darkness. For 800 years she has borne great statesmen, philosophers, poets, artists, and engineers. We have comprehensive laws protecting the rights of our citizens, which have unified countless warring tribes all across the Mediterranean and beyond, from Gallia to Judea. All our citizens are treated the same, regardless of the color of their skin or their sexual preference. Can you say the same?
Ooh, you got me
When people
there.
are starving, they are given food rations, and when they are wronged, they have the right to bring the guilty party before the magistrate. Our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson, and so on. No other civilization in the world is so advanced, and you have the hubris to call us barbaric?
Damn, you got me. Fuck. Don't your laws allow slave ownership? I'm about to have a debate with this man. I'm about to have a debate with him. I don't care. Y'all gonna be like, oh, CJ, just hurry up and go somewhere. Nah, bro, I'm about to have a debate with this man. Don't your laws allow slave ownership?
Of course. What else would we do with those prisoners of war who would otherwise have been executed? And besides, there are laws for their protection as well.
Okay. Don't your people watch blood sports for entertainment?
On occasion. But our gladiators are almost all volunteers seeking glory, or condemned prisoners who would have been executed anyway. I do not see the harm.
He's got me. Don't women have fewer rights than men?
Of course, but with fewer rights come fewer responsibilities, and the right to be protected by their fathers and husbands.
See, you just made an enemy of all the feminists out there. Don't you persecute Christians?
You mean the blasphemous cult responsible for burning down half of Rome last year? It's hard to blame the people for being angry about that.
Damn, you got me there. You got me there. Don't you practice collective punishment?
Are you talking about our practice of decimation? Of course. We could hardly unite all these warring tribes without a disciplined, formidable legion.
Where I'm from, we consider those things to be abhorrent.
Well, right now, you're a long, long way from home. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you.
All right. What do you mean when you said Proserpina sent me?
You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and
Proserpina.
It's said to open a doorway in time, so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you?
No, I do not, sir. You're right. I'm from 2,000 years in the future.
2,000 years? That is unfathomable. Please, tell me, in your time, what did you see? What had become of us? Of this city?
You all have been turned to golden statues.
I have imagined it. Our downfall.
In a point
1,000
line now,
times.
he has to know.
But it still
could gain an
breaks my
ally.
heart to hear the truth of it.
How does the ritual work?
All I can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpina. I stumbled across instructions. I have to recite a prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means wine or food, or in some cases a live animal. In this case, the sacrifice is rather more costly. The life of the person performing the ritual. I don't suppose you saw any sign of me in the future?
I did see human remains in the temple.
I assume that was me. If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you?
I'll do my best.
Well, I suppose that's all I can ask for.
Why can't you investigate?
Well, I believe you're in the best position to go around asking people questions. You're new here, and it'll seem perfectly normal.
He's right, I am
As
new.
for me, well, it pains me to say my attempts to impose order have not earned me many friends. I fear I may not even remain magistrate after today's election. The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion. You shouldn't have that problem, though, unless, of course, you get off on the wrong foot.
Fair enough. Do you have any suspects?
Do you ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore?
No.
What's needed here is a fresh pair of eyes. The less I prejudice the independence of your investigation, the better.
Okay, so the magistrate is an ally. How do you know you're not the person responsible?
Me? Why would you suspect me? I've just told you. I'm about to sacrifice my own life to ensure these
I gotta
people
ask the
have a
hard-hitting
second
questions.
chance.
I gotta ask the hard-hitting
What reason
questions.
could you possibly have to suspect me, of all people?
Fair point.
I'm glad you think so. Without trust, without each other, we won't be able to prevent what is about to happen.
All right. Come on, tell me what you really think.
Well, all right. There are those who wish to vote me out of office so that they can pursue their own misguided political agenda. Frankly, their selfishness and recklessness risk destabilizing the entire city. I would be looking very carefully at them if I were you.
If I do this, will you help me get back to my own time?
If I understand Prosperna's ritual correctly, that problem should take care of itself. Let me see if I can explain. If you manage to prevent the sin that breaks the Golden Rule, I won't need to bring you here. I won't create the portal, and you will never have been able to come here. Thus, you'll have created a paradox. If this occurs, you should be flung back to your own time, having changed the past for all of us.
I think so. Okay, so if I solve the problem, I go back
So,
home.
are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the Golden Rule?
All right, I'm in.
Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city. Talk
Learning so
to
much information.
everyone. Help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately.
All right, I'll get started.
And one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
I'll get right on it. All right, we have a goal. All right. Cool.
If you're snooping around in my possessions, you're wasting your time.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come over here.
Whatever are you wearing?
What? What am I wearing? What am I wearing? Hold on, let me talk to you real quick.
Oh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
What's your story?
I'm Sentia, eldest daughter of the magistrate. But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here? And why are you dressed like that?
What do you mean? I'm not from around here.
Really? I'd never have noticed, what with your flawless accent, appropriate attire, and impressive mastery of our customs. Now, remind me, why are we having this conversation?
I don't know. Cause you're a bitch. I'll be going now.
I trust you can see yourself out.
All right, Cynthia. Okay, I got a name. Oh no. I wouldn't be surprised if the big bad was a magistrate.
How's it feel knowing your man's
gladiator.
doomed to lose the election today?
If you're trying to goad me into an argument, it won't work. I'm a stoic, remember?
If the old man couldn't even keep his own daughter safe, how can anyone trust him to keep us safe, eh?
Wait,
Why
what?
do I get the feeling you lot had something to do with Sentilla's disappearance?
That's it. Blame everyone but yourself.
If I find out you did
Sentius and
something
Melina, same
bullshit,
excrement, different smell.
not even the Golden Rule is gonna protect you. Got it?
As if I'll be afraid of you, little man.
I want to know the names of all the characters.
What were you two talking about?
Who are you? Sorry, what?
Don't play dumb. I saw you. Having a shady little chat with old man Sentius up on his balcony. What's he offering you? Money? Favours? What's your vote worth to him?
We weren't talking about
What
the
else
election.
would you be murmuring about on election day? Mark my words, Malleolus is going to be magistrate by the end of the day. And if I tell him you sided with that feeble old has-been, that you've been trying to undermine his hard-won victory, you'll have picked the wrong patron. Got it?
I don't care about the election.
Good. Then stay out of it. Nobody likes Caput Murday foreigners interfering in an election.
The hell did you call me? Fine. Mind if I ask some questions?
Can't hurt.
What's your story?
The name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus, you go through me.
Alright, why are you dressed like a gladiator?
Why? Because I am a gladiator. That's why.
Okay, but you're nowhere near an arena.
You want to see me fight? Keep running your mouth, fatuous cunners.
But what do you think about the Golden Rule?
I think it's gone on long enough, and Malleolus is going to put an end to it once he's elected.
Alright, how's he going to do that?
He's going to announce it in his victory speech. Just you wait and see.
Why can't you tell me now?
Because if I tell you, and it gets out, it'll give old man Sentius a chance to interfere in our plans. And we can't have that.
I'm getting a lot of good information from this guy. Alright. Sounds great. Can I help in some way?
We've already lined up the votes he needs to win. Just stay out of our way, and we won't have a problem.
Alright, I'm going now.
Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
I don't even know how you're gonna be watching me with that big ass helmet on your head. But alright. Oh, I will try to guide him. Oh, is that the god
Isn't
talking to me?
behavior I trust?
Majestic.
Who are you?
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia.
Oh, you're supposed
To
to be the
what do
one
I owe
meeting.
the pleasure of this visit?
And what's your story?
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from.
Pretty
I
much.
suppose it's quite charming in its own way. Usually, however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?"
Oh, sorry. What should I have done?
The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is. So, let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change.
Okay. How'd you end up here?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here?
A young woman named Karen dragged me out of River unconscious and sent me in here.
Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you.
It's an older name, but not uncommon where I'm from.
Older. I see. I wonder if... No,
What are you thinking, Equitia? What were you going to say?
I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking.
What's
Have
up?
you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived here too? I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember and see if you notice any patterns.
Ooh, is this clues? Alright, I'll do that.
Good. Thank you. But please be careful. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too.
Wait, what happened to Livia?
Up until a few weeks ago, she was a perfectly productive member of our little community, darning clothes and cutting hair. She was always so chatty, always seeking out newcomers and asking them where they were from and how they wound up here. And then, about a month ago, she suddenly changed. She withdrew, stopped working and became despondent, started muttering to herself. Galerius and I visited her to see how we could help, but she just looked at us with this haunted stare, called us bloodless shadows, and told us we were ignorant of some pattern. Look, it could be unrelated. Perhaps she simply fell ill. Or, as Galerius suggested, the weight of the Golden Rule was too much for her. But there is a small chance that she learned something, saw a pattern nobody else saw, and that it broke her. I just don't want to see that happen to you. So be careful, will you?
I'll be careful.
Thank you. Now, go and follow the thread of truth through this labyrinth, and come back to me if you discover any patterns.
I'll get right on it.
Come back to me once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
Okay. So, we're getting more and more clues that's into the story. Whoa, I can hear you, but I can't talk to the voice. Okay, this is getting kind of crazy. But why come no one? So they all know that you can turn to gold by breaking this rule, but how do they know this rule? Like, and how do they get? I'm confusing myself. I'm confusing you guys. So, from what we know so far, that this place was already built when these people came down here, and from what we know from the priestess, they don't know how they got down here. They were just here at some point. And somehow this guy, the legate, also came down here with his daughters. And it turns out that a woman that was working here, that was part of the side, was also chatting and investigating things just like I am. She kept asking questions. And she said she realized a pattern. So I'm guessing if we find this pattern, we'll learn more as to why people are ending up here and how and what happened to Livia. Because there's no way they just disappear without a trace. I'm guessing someone has been taking them somewhere and they're all huddled around in an area trying to figure out how to escape this place. Anyway, we're all going to figure that out in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell button, and then, share with your friends. Let them know that I'm here. And with this way, we'll grow this community, and I'll be able to upload a lot more often, and I'll be able to get better equipment. Anyway, thanks you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.